Hey, welcome back to another episode of Top Shelf Thoughts and Takes, and I've got the second one. If you haven't watched the first one, Ryan posted it just yesterday. It was on a very good topic about Ben Sherratt and what he's worth in the trade market, so definitely go check that one out. It'll probably be better than this one, but I'm going to try my best. So, I'm Coral, and let's get right into this. So, yesterday, Cale Makar scored the nastiest goal. It was insane. Just spinorama, stride deeks all over the place. It was insane. And naturally, that sparked a bit of conversation. So up until that point, Fox pretty much had the lead when it came to best defenseman in the NHL because of what he did last year. And what he's done this year too, so far. But Makar showing off just his raw skill with that play, it sparked a lot of conversation as to who the best defenseman in the NHL really is. And I can tell you right now, it's extremely close. It's hard to tell. But I'm going to try my best. I'm going to use a combination of eye test from the games I've watched. I'm going to use some advanced analytics, a lot of advanced analytics, and I'm going to hope that by the end of this video, I've got a conclusion that most of the people agree with, because I know I'm not going to be able to please everyone. Alright, so without further ado,
Round 1, fight!
Okay, so let's just do a little bit of an overview for those of you that for some reason aren't all too familiar with these two guys. First of all, these two these two are the undisputed top two defensemen in the NHL. It's not close. They're both really young, 23 years of age, so we won't talk about who's going to be better in the future because they're both the same age. So far in this season, Fox has had 35 points in 34 games played. And for those who want to know, in points per game, I'm just doing the calculations really quickly. Sorry. 1.03 points per game. So this guy is above a point per game as a defenseman. Makar, he is also got a lot of points for a defenseman. 28 points in 25 games played. That is 1.12 points per game as a defenseman. First of all, for both of them, that's completely insane. Like, I can't even begin to comprehend that. And Makar's got 14 goals too. Like, it's insane. Obviously, Makar has a bit. It's a very small, but still an advantage when it comes to points per game. And by Norris, when you vote for the Norris, you just look at points these days. I mean, it sucks that it's that way, but it is what it is, right? So these guys look at points. If the Norris was given out at this second right now, Makar would probably get the Norris, and that's something that doesn't really matter to me all too much because honestly, a lot of these awards, they're not judged the right way. So, I'm not going to look at that. But it is worthy of noting Makar does have a better points per game. Now, something else on here is time on ice. It's in the corner. So, if you didn't watch the video from yesterday that Ryan posted, he had a very good explanation on why time on ice is important, and it opened my eyes a lot because it was not something I used to look at before, but it's something I definitely want to start looking at more now because he made a lot of really, really good points about that. So I will be talking about time on ice in a bit, though as you can see, there's barely anything that's separating them. They're both playing a lot of minutes. And then the last thing that's on here is their defense partner, Ryan Lindgren for Adam Fox and Devontae's for Cale Makar. Now that's also really important because, as you're about to see, Cale Makar and Adam Fox, I already said this before, but you're going to see it now. They are so close. There's barely anything dividing them. So I have to look at other things, and defense partner is going to be one of those things that I look at. So let's get right into those charts, and these charts are from Evolving Hockey. That's where we get pretty much all our charts these days, and they do a really good job. If you want to go check them out, I would definitely recommend that. But from the start, you can see right here, Cale Makar is right here on the left, Adam Fox on the right. It's so close. Fox has a bit of a advantage when it comes to offensive capability, and it's not by much. Okay, well, it's a pretty decent amount. But Makar has also a bit of an advantage when it comes to defensive capability, and that's also not by much. And these are the two ones I'm looking at: expected goals for and expected goals against. These are the two big ones that I'm looking at. Corsi, it's an okay stat, but it's not something that I would value over these two big ones here: expected goals for and expected goals against. Oh God, my bad. There we go. We're back, and like I mentioned, Fox is a bit better offensively. Makar is a bit better defensively, but that is not a lot that's dividing them. Just off the stats, like right here, I would give the slightest of edges to Cale Makar. Very slight edge. Okay, that's important because this could change in like a matter of couple games. Makar just has some meh games, and Fox just has good games, and this completely changes. That's how close they are. The next thing that I'm going to look at is up here. Oh, I did it again. Time. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. Pen. No. There we go. Time on ice. Even strength time on ice, Adam Fox has much more. Now, I'm not going to say... Actually, you know what? I am going to say this. I'm going to say that Adam Fox is much... No, not much. He is more valuable to his team, the New York Rangers, than Cale Makar is to Colorado. And that is not to Cale Makar's fault at all. It's just that Colorado's a much better team. They got much better... they got other options at defense, which the Rangers do not. So Adam Fox logs a lot more minutes, and I don't know. I guess it means that Cale Makar is playing a lot more time on the special teams because, as you can see, their time on ice is pretty much equal. But yeah, Adam Fox, he's got a lot more time as even strength. So that gives him a couple points, not too many though, because like I said, it's not to Makar's fault that he's been playing less time. Next big thing is their partners. Now, a defense partner is a big thing. Like we talked about this before on our Leafs Town. Ryan talked about it yesterday in his video about Sherratt. Defense partner is really important because a good match can really amplify the skill and the strengths of a defenseman, but a bad one, it drags you down. And in the case, we saw it with Justin Hall and Jake Muzzin was the example we used in Leafs Town, and even yesterday. Muzzin was carrying Hall, and he amplified Hall's capabilities, and they were a good shutdown pair. But now that Muzzin's dealing with injuries or something, he's regressed a bit. Hall has fallen off a cliff. And the one that Ryan was talking about yesterday was Sherratt, and he explained that a lot better. What he was talking about with his pairing with Weber, and excuse me, you should go check it out because he explained it a lot, and I can't do that all here. He did a lot of research, and You should definitely go check that out. I've been saying that so many times. Okay, I'm sorry. Um, so Makar's partner, Devontae's, and Fox's partner, Ryan Lindgren. Once again, Lindgren's playing a lot more time at even strength, and for the same reason that Fox is playing more. Oh God, why does that keep on happening? Okay, for the same reason that Fox has been playing for more time than Cale Makar. It's not something that I'm going to dock against them. But what I am going to dock against them is Fox's partner is a lot worse than Makar's partner. When it comes to expected goals for, both of these guys are lower than Fox. Which I mean, I guess that means that they are both like they're both contributing to the pairing. That's what I take out of it, at least. Whereas Lindgren is in the negative for expected goals for, while Fox is all the way up here, and that tells me that Fox is carrying that pairing, like carrying it. Obviously, Lindgren's not on there for offense. He has never been an offensive defenseman. He is on there because he's a pretty good defensive defenseman, and that probably lets Fox go a little bit, which definitely is a help for him. But still, when it comes to who's got the better partner, you've definitely got to give it to Makar. He's got a lot more help with him. So, not individually, sorry. If you put these two pairs together, Makar and Taze are a lot better. And it's not because Makar is a lot better than Fox. That's the big thing here. It's because Lindgren is not anywhere near the same level as Taze. I think, and I know people are not going to agree with me, it is really, really, really close. But I've got to give this one to Adam Fox. Adam Fox, he's had to play more time. He's had to play on a worse team. I did have another try. I don't know why I didn't put it in here. But it shows how much less goal scoring, how much less defensive capability the Rangers have compared to the Avalanche, and it's a pretty big margin, a pretty wide margin. And Fox is essentially carrying his pairing. He's playing so many minutes on that defense core. He is by far the most important player on the team. And I know Panarin's on that team and stuff like that, but Fox is definitely the most important player on that team. And I honestly can't say the same about Makar, because they have so many other options at defense. And Makar's situation is just a lot easier on him because he has better players around him. While Fox, he's kind of forced to do this a lot of it himself, and he's still pretty much on the same level as Makar. Not there, but pretty much there. So it's still, like I said, it's still really, really close, and this could change. Like in a week, Makar could have a really good season, and a really good week, and Fox just has a meh week, and this completely changes. And I'll come back and I'll come back and bite my words because I was wrong. But at this point, right now, and I'm probably gonna do another video about this later because it will most likely change. Fox is just tiny bit better than Makar. Tiny bit. And I can't fault you at all if you think that Makar is better, because it really is just that close. And this is just me looking at other things over just the base advanced analytics and seeing how they affect the outcome. Oh, and there's one more thing. I did bring up Roman Jossi's chart because he is the number 3, kind of like he's the third slinger in the Norris race, but as you can see, he's really just not on the same level. And these are his power play. I probably should have got the power play numbers for the other two. Ooh, that's a bit of an oversight on my part, but Oh, I did get New York power play percentage is 25%. Colorado power play percentage is 23.7. So once again, it's if these two guys are quarterbacking the first line power play, it's probably not going to be much of a difference. But yeah, as you can see, Roman Yossi is just not on the same level as these two guys. So you can let me know down in the comments, or you can spam me on Tundra, or you can go to our Instagram and do whatever you want. What you guys think between Makar and Fox? Like I said, I'm giving the edge to Fox by just a tiny little bit. It's not by much. And like I said, it can change at any point. But at this second, Adam Fox is my pick for best defenseman in the league. Yeah. So I've been going for about 16 and a half minutes now, and I've had fun doing this, and I think I can speak for all of us on Tundra. Um, we've kind of got back into the swing of things here, where we've been starting to find time, make schedules so that we can get a lot more uploads out, and we're having fun doing it because that was the whole point of making Tundra in the first place, where the Tundra cast in the first place, where we just had a lot of guys who had a passion for hockey, and we wanted to talk about it and bring it to new audiences, and I think that's what we've done, and we want to keep on doing that more. The last year, like near the end of the year, was hectic for all of us. That's why you didn't get a lot of Leafs Town. Me and Ryan, we just couldn't find the time to do the things. But now we have a lot of stuff planned, and we plan on coming at you with everything we've got because I don't know if they're gonna be okay with me doing this, but I'm gonna say there is a special guest. There is gonna be an interview. It's being recorded on Sunday. This is probably coming out on what day is it today? It is Wednesday, so it's probably gonna come out like Monday. Today, by the time I put this video out, it'll probably be Thursday. So there's a lot of stuff coming, and that one is the big one so far that we've set up. We've got a lot of stuff after that too. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Oh, and yeah, let us know about the format of this new type of video. What do you think about it, right? Okay, yeah, I've been talking enough. Thank you very much for listening to another episode of... I forgot the name of the show. Crap. Top Shelf Thoughts and Takes. Oh, man, that was bad. I'm sorry. And I will see you next time.